Good morning, students. So, today we will be able to complete this chapter number 2, and then only one chapter will remain. Okay, so let's finish this off. Now, we have the concept of creativity. Now, we know that for bringing about any innovation, creativity is necessary. Without creativity, you cannot innovate. So, creativity is the first stage in the process of innovation. Now, another thing which is very important for you to understand, okay, this creativity leads to discovery of opportunities and you can have a new creation. So if you apply the creativity, then you will be able to bring some novelty, some newness, some usefulness, or let's say increase in usefulness or increase in utility, or you can make the existing product more appropriate. So all these things are the extension of creativity. Now they have given one artistic diagram. Since we are commerce students, so we might find it a bit difficult to understand, but it's very easy. Look at the first stage here, observe. Now anything which is innovated, it was through observation. The first stage or the most important thing is observation. Okay, so when it was observed that all the things are coming down on the earth, then Newton uncle actually started thinking and he innovated the law of gravity. So observation is very important. Now when you observe the thing, when you listen, learn, pay attention, okay, share your experience with persons, or when you go through history, so from all these things you can analyze such information. You understand something, you integrate this with your own ideas and all. So analytical work is to be done, and when it is done in a specific direction, then we start getting some ideas. Okay, so it is a stage of incubation. Incubation means this idea is just a small baby, it is yet to mature. So when we have some idea based on our vision or reflection of time, when we try to evaluate it, when you try to extract it, when we try to make something concrete out of it, then we can actually create. Okay, or we can say there is a creativity. So then we can ultimately measure the outcome. So basically, in simple words, if I want to summarize this, then there are actually 5 stages of the creativity process. So the first stage is idea germination. Definitely, if you have some idea, based on that you can apply your creativity. Okay, there has to be some base. So the first stage is the idea germination. So what is said here, new idea is taking place, it is in the raw form, it is in the initial stage. So it is dependent upon the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur, because each one of us will get different types of ideas depending on our vision, interest and curiosity. And this is the most important thing, need. Okay, necessity is the mother of invention. So all the ideas basically have its root from the need about solving a specific problem. Then second stage is preparation. So this is the raw idea. We need to do some market research to see whether it can be converted into a futuristic or market driven product or not. Then the third stage is incubation. So in incubation we go into little bit detail about the idea. We try to find its advantages, pros and cons, and we try to think, even if we wish to implement, how it to be implemented. So this process of implementation is thought about. Then we have fourth stage is illumination. Now, what is illumination? In illumination, basically we try to arrange necessary resources which is required to turn our idea into reality. So it's a sort of, let's say, organization stage which you must have learned in the management. So here we are trying to give practical shapes to the viable plan. Why viable word is written? Because in incubation stage we must have already thought about, in second stage also we must have done market research. So now the idea is viable and necessary things are getting arranged. So to convert this into a viable plan in the real world. Then the fifth stage is verification. Now testing or validation is very important. Okay, it is nothing but testing and validation. In simple words, let's say if you want to launch one product, so what you can do, you can try to do some test marketing. So it is the verification stage, okay, like test marketing. So here plan is translated into a useful application. It means actually you are applying what was thought and it is being tested or validated. And if it's done, then our stage is complete. Our creativity has worked if results are positive, and then we can proceed with the commercial production and all. Then we have the next concept, which is innovation. So innovation is one process of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are mostly innovative. Why they innovate? They innovate so that they can convert or translate the idea into a commercially valuable application. They can actually do something in the real world by using this process of innovation. Why innovation is required? Because innovation will help us to develop marketing strategies, different ways to market your product. Another thing, innovation is also required to analytically get the details of the enterprise, or let's say in very proper words, if you want to have detailed analysis of the enterprise, not just in marketing, you can apply innovation in production, you can apply innovation in planning. Innovation can be applied in any part of the enterprise. So innovation can be applied even in the finance. Innovation can also be applied in organization. If you are raising money, let me give you innovation in finance. Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys, he applied different strategy. He thought, okay, in place of borrowing from normal people, our company is doing well, let me borrow from my employees. So it was innovation in finance. In some cases, there might be innovation in organization. For example, let's say you want to start a business, so then you actually innovated something. Okay, in place of, let's say, starting my own factory, setting up so many things, let me do something. Let me try out, let's say, uh, some tie up with, let's say, contract manufacturers, and let me modify this process. Let me reduce these 2 3 unnecessary steps, let me add this step, so that by your innovation you are able to cut the cost of production, or you are able to cut uh, the value or the cost of organization of the things. So in organization of man or money, you can have some innovation. So there are 4 steps of innovation. The first stage is relating to analytical planning. Okay, P word is important. Analytical planning. Now we all know about planning. If you fail to plan, it means you are planning to fail. So planning is most important. Analytical planning means we need to uh, have detailed planning, and we need to identify positives as well as negatives, plus as well as minus of the things which we are analyzing. So we need to be very clear about our product or service, its futures, its design, and the resources which are required. Okay, after evaluating pros and cons of the designs of the resources and everything, you need to actually finalize these things, because only when you are clear about what you need, you cannot organize. So after analytical planning, the second stage is organization. We need to organize the resources. What is needed for production? We need people, we need material, we need technology, and we need money. Okay, so it's involvement of main, machine, and money, 3 M's for production. Third one, implementation. Now you have the idea, you have the plan, you have the resources, you need to actually start doing the business. So implementation is applying the resources or using the resources and delivering the results or making the outcome. And final one is commercial application. Business is about continuous growth and development. It's not that once you have started the production you should continue in the same way. We should try to give some more value to our customers, we should try to give more rewards, make them happy, keep their interest alive. Okay, boost their confidence or motivation level, and we need to be able to satisfy our stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, our creditors, our lenders, government, our customers, all those persons who are connected with our business should be satisfied. There has to be some uh, there has to be some concept of delightment. If these people are delighted, especially if the consumer and employees are delighted, then you can achieve greater heights. So I hope these 4 steps are very easy and very practical in nature. So we can make a key for this POIA. Okay, now selection of the right opportunity depends on various environmental factors, and we should consider all the environmental factors before we choose the best opportunity. And please note, selection of the right opportunity is uh, at most a temporary decision, because nothing is right if you work in a proper direction on the right opportunity. And on the other hand, sometimes it is possible that even if opportunity was not right, but efforts are so perfect in a right direction that that opportunity also gave the results. So this is very important. And before I end up this session, I must tell you, I really got inspired by that Goli Vada Pav owners or entrepreneurs speech. Uh, he was live few days back. I requested all to join, but I was able to go through the chat box. I think nobody was there, but he was, an amazing personality. The way he faced difficulties and the way he overcome those problems is highly inspiring. Okay, and especially doing the business in cities like Bombay is actually challenging. You have political disturbance, so let me share with you what happened. So there was some problem in, let's say, expanding branches, because in Mumbai that it was very difficult. Okay, rents are very high. दादर पे आप दुकान लोगे, देर इज़ वन एरिया कोल्ड दादर. सो 1 लाख की दुकान की रेंट है. अब सोचो उधर वड़ा पाव आप अगर सेल करोगे, वड़ा पाव का प्राइस रखना पड़ेगा 50 रुपीज़. तो people will not buy. Even if people will buy, then only rich people will buy, so there won't be any market. Generally rich people don't consume vada pav. Okay, so ये प्रॉब्लम को ओवरकम करने के लिए उन्होंने सोचा कि सस्ते में कुछ जगह होना चाहिए. तो देन दे गॉट वन आइडिया. सो इन मुंबई इफ़ यू आर एबल टू सी, देन आर ए मिल्क सेंटर्स. एक लकड़े की छोटी सी 50 स्क्वायर फीट की दुकान पूरे मुंबई में काफ़ी अलग अलग जगह पर है. पहले एक स्कीम निकली थी. तो आर ए actually is a milk प्रोड्यूसिंग कंपनी। तो आरए के जो भी कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स है, मिल्क है, वो वहाँ पर सेल होते थे। तो 350 ऐसे आरए सेंटर्स को उन्होंने ओवरनाइट अप्रोच किया, उनसे बात की कि भाई आपको एक्स्ट्रा बिजनेस करना है तो आप हमारे वड़ा पाव बेचिए, उनको टेस्ट करवाया। एंड वहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम आई कि नाउ इन दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग आरए का रूल ऐसा है कि वहाँ पर और चीज़ें आप बेच सकते हो उनके बूथ में, बट वहाँ पर बीएमसी के रूल्स ऐसे हैं कि फ्लेमिंग नहीं होनी चाहिए। वड़ा पाव को अगर आप बनाओगे तो देर विल बी फ्यूम्स एंड इट इज़ इलीगल। तो देन कुछ रिसर्च अप्लाई किया, कुछ जुगाड़ किया कि ऑयल को 170 कुछ नंबर्स थे, आई एग्जैक्टली डोंट रिमेंबर नाउ, कि उतने डिग्री तक अगर आपने गर्म किया तो ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से 170 डिग्री, तो उसका फ्यूम्स नहीं बनेगा। ओके और कुछ ऐसा क्या है कि रोड जस्ट लाइक वी हैव लेट्स से हैंड गीज़र, सो हैंड गीज़र की तरह क्या है कि उन्होंने इनोवेट करके सिंपल तरीके से एक ऐसा बनाया कि जिसका टेम्परेचर 170 से ऊपर जा ही नहीं सकता। इसका मतलब फ्यूम बन ही नहीं सकता, यानी धुआं निकलेगा ही नहीं, तो बीएमसी वाले का प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं होगा। वी आर नॉट वायोलेटिंग द रूल, और हमारे वड़ा पाव जो है वो भी क्या है, तल जाएंगे, फ्राई हो जाएंगे एंड इट विल बी रेडी। सो सोचो इस इंसान ने रातों रात मुंबई में 350 दुकानें ओके 10 डेज के अंदर लगा दी, यानी कितना इनोवेशन है। तो ये बहुत जम था, उसके बाद तो बहुत ब्रांड फेमस हो गया। एंड फिर क्या हुआ, पॉलिटिकल डिस्टर्बेंस से ये दो ठाकरे साहब को पता है, तब झगड़ा हुआ था। एंड इफ़ यू आर डूइंग गुड तो मेनी पीपल डोंट लाइक, तो उनको रातों रात वो सभी बूथ्स बंद करने पड़े। तो अगेन पूरी कंपनी टेंशन में आ गई। ओके मुंबई से क्या है कि अब बिजनेस करना इट वाज वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट। तो इनोवेशन बहुत किया। तो आप सर्च करना ओके गोली वड़ा पाव, वैसे ओनली द पर्सन हु हैज़ फेस दिस डिफ़िकल्टी कैन प्रॉपरली do or explain this properly. So entrepreneur, one important word which was mentioned there was that कि business is all about, history is all about one word which is courage, courage and courage. So you need to be a courageous person, take the risk, okay, take calculated risk, but taking the risk doesn't mean that कि you are investing lots of money. Even if you are applying lots of creativity, even if you are applying lots of innovation, then also it is more than sufficient. So risk taking in a right direction is possible only when you have interest and when you have the vision. So I gave you best example अबाउट क्रिएटिविटी एंड इनोवेशन। कितने क्रिएटिवली उसने मुंबई में 350 शॉप्स लगा दिए, कितने क्रिएटिवली उन शॉप्स में जो प्रॉब्लम था फ्यूम्स का वो सॉल्व कर लिया। ओके सो ये काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है। एंड दूसरा एक इम्पोर्टेंट इंसिडेंट मैं इसमें बताता हूँ। ओके राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी। सो मुंबई से उनको क्या है कि ऑलमोस्ट बिजनेस बंद करने जैसा हो गया, बट टेस्ट अच्छा था तो काफ़ी अलग अलग जगह पर क्या है कि स्टॉल्स ओपन हो रहे थे। देन देयर वॉज वन बिजनेस समिट इन विच ही वॉज ऑल्सो इन्वाइटेड। सो ये गोली वड़ा पाव वाले ओनर्स भी वहाँ गए, वहाँ रतन टाटा और वैसे काफ़ी पर्सन्स थे। और ऑडियंस में से क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए कुछ जन ने कहा, तो कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ फ्रंट रो में बैठे हैंड रेस किया और उन्होंने एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा पूछा कि रतन टाटा जी के आँख में आंसू आ गए। सोचो ज़रा। ओके इनको प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, इन्वेस्टर्स पैसे नहीं दे रहे थे क्योंकि अब एक्सपांड करना डिफ़िकल्ट था, जो पैसे रिटर्न देने थे, तो ही वॉज अंडर एक्सट्रीम टेंशन। तो इन्वेस्टर से जगड़ के थोड़ा टाइम मांगा एंड बिजनेस समिट में ही आस्क्ड रतन टाटा कि रतन जी यू वांटेड टू डू समथिंग गुड फॉर वेस्ट बंगाल, लेकिन आपको वहाँ से क्या है कि वो जगह छोड़नी पड़ी। और मेरे साथ भी ऐसा ही हो रहा है कि मुझे मुंबई में वड़ा पाव बेचना है, लेकिन पॉलिटिकल प्रॉब्लम्स की वजह से मुझे मुंबई छोड़ना पड़ रहा है। तो आपका क्या कहना है इस मैटर के बारे में? और रतन टाटास ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट अबाउट टाटा नैनो वो वेस्ट बंगाल से स्टार्ट हुआ था, बट ड्यू टू पॉलिटिकल डिस्टर्बेंस बाय ममता बनर्जी ही हैड टू शिफ्ट हिज एंटायर प्लांट फ्रॉम दैट एरिया टू नियर सानंद इन गुजरात। सो उनकी आंख में आंसू आ गए, बिकॉज उनको पसंद नहीं था लेकिन ऐसा हुआ। दिस इज़ द रियलिटी वी ऑल नो। और जब रतन टाटा जी के आंख में आंसू आए, पूरे मीडिया में 3 दिन तक वही खबर। ओके। और इनडायरेक्टली गोली वड़ा पाव, वो उनके साथ जो बुरा हो रहा है ना, वो भी लोगों की नज़र में आया। और काफ़ी सारे इन्वेस्टर आए और उन्होंने इनकी पीठ पर हाथ रखा और बोला हम आपकी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे। एंड अगेन यू नो इट वॉज रिवैम। तो उन्होंने कहा कि राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी, उन्होंने राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी देखी, राइट पर्सन को राइट टाइम पे राइट क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया। और देखो, सिर्फ एक सवाल पूछना था और उनको 10 करोड़ मिल गए। 10 करोड़ की फंडिंग सिर्फ एक सवाल से। So, this is the exploration of right opportunity. So, as a businessman, we need to be an extrovert person, okay, and sometimes we need to be introvert, especially when it comes to creativity and all. But the main thing is that we need to have the courage. Even if you are a shy person, that doesn't make difference. But for your business, you need to be able to negotiate, communicate, argument, have some arguments, have some debates. All these things of communication, hard skills, soft skills, everything is needed. So I hope you are able to understand this chapter well. It's very easy, logical. You can have your own words, but that doesn't mean that you write everything in your own words. And there is no mention of any technical or required terms. So please note, in MCQ types of question they ask like this. Okay, for example, dash is the first stage of innovation. So you need to go through the textbook only, then you can answer objective type questions. Okay, see you in the next video. All the best for your exams. Bye bye.